My life is delicious. My joy is nutritious. My smile is contagious. My laughter is outrageous. Don't you wanna try the life I'm living? But it's the love that I'm giving. You gotta open up and try this, so your life can be delicious.
Hello, family, and welcome to Delicious Life. This is Tangie Gilliard. How are you? Thank you for joining me in this podcast today. I'm so excited. I have the one and only, my sous chef for today is the one and only Tangie Ambrose. Now, let me warn you, she's quite addictive. Her smile is just like my theme song. It says, my laughter is outrageous. My smile is contagious. Honey, she's all of that. And a bag of chips. So here she is. No further ado. My sweetheart friend, Miss Tangie Ambrose. How are you?
I am fantastic. How are you? You look lovely.
You know, you're my North Carolina sister.
Yes. Who I met in LA.
Yes. But you know what? I've never asked you, where exactly were you born?
Fayetteville.
You were born in Fayetteville.
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Yeah, I knew it was North Carolina, but you know, we got Fayetteville, we got Charlotte.
Everything.
Everybody's all over the place that I know. I mean,
what part was you born?
I was born in Winston-Salem.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that's where I met, Felicia Green, and then yeah,
and so Kelly, yes, all my people.
Yeah,
it's such a small world.
Such a small world. I'm telling you. Thank you for joining me.
I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
I know. I'm getting comfortable, girl, because I'm just ready to talk to you. I'm ready to talk to you. So, the people who listen to my podcast know that I am a certified nutritionist, and I'm very passionate about health and natural treatments of any malady, any remedy, and being careful of the things that we put onto and into our bodies. Okay? Try to stay as natural as you can. It's hard. We live in a toxic world.
So hard. It's harder than I had even imagined. Now that I'm on social media, I'm learning so much.
Girl,
it's got me spinning.
I mean, you do the best that you can, but you gotta. What I find is really, I won't say sad, but it is kind of, people just don't know what they're doing. They don't understand. Like I say, read the ingredients of what you eat. But if you read the ingredients and it says maltodextrin or silicon dioxide or whatever, you buy it anyway because you think it's good, but you don't know what those things are or what they're doing to your body.
Right.
So
that's not something I've heard about. Mm-hmm.
That's part of my mission, is to just expose all that so that you can make an informed choice.
Yes, that's good. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm of the school of, you gotta know your body. Nobody should know your body better than you. No doctor, nobody should know and feel, your body better than you. So that's why I don't adhere to any one kind of eating program.
Correct. I agree.
And I think I've tried them all, girl. I've done keto, I've done paleo, I've done vegan, I've done vegetarian.
Yes.
So right now, in this age of where I am, since I had, my story, those who know my story, 21 years ago, I had Graves' disease. And Graves' disease, I had a goiter, girl. My goiter on my thyroid blew up so big I looked like I had an Adam's apple.
Wow.
And I felt really bad. Oh my gosh. The only thing I liked about it is that I lost weight.
Hilarious.
I lost weight like nobody's business, girl. I got so small. I ate like a pig and lost weight. I was like, I don't know what's going on with me, and I know it ain't right, but I'm going to ride it.
But I'm cute. Yes.
I'm gonna eat whatever I want and just let this weight fall off.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, until it got to the point where, I was like, okay, I feel really bad now. And my heart started racing and I had all these palpitations and I had to go to the doctor. She's like, oh, you got Graves' disease. And so I got treated with radiation, or they call it RAI, radioactive isotopes.
Okay.
So basically, I took a pill and radiation, zeroed in on my thyroid, and killed it.
Wow.
Which is bad, because if I knew back then what I know now, I would never have let anybody damage such a vital organ in my body.
Yeah.
Put me on a roller coaster ride of sluggishness, lethargy, weight gain, all kinds of stuff. So, and now I have to just, on top of that, with menopause,
you have to be.
I gotta deal with that too. So all these hormones and all this stuff is coming into play. But anyway, So I wanted to talk to you, my darling, because you have been such an inspiration. When you told me that you were raw, and I was like,
I love it.
How do you eat raw all day long? So talk to us about that. What made you try that?
Well, my story, I'm from North Carolina, so I ate everything.
Girl,
my family can cook. Yeah, everything. And everything was seasoned good, all the way down to the lima beans and the okra. Everything.
Oh, and I hate okra.
Oh my goodness, you haven't had. We'll talk about that.
Slick, slimy,
ways to eat okra. Oh my goodness. In the dehydrator. Oh.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I love them, but I also like them slimy too. So that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, I went to school in Atlanta and was introduced to a whole new world. But when I moved to LA, this is the crazy thing. When I moved to LA, I thought everything was fake. I thought the people were fake, the trees were fake, the chicken was fake, everything was fake.
Yeah.
Now, after I went home and I realized that I was not being myself here, I came back as myself, and then I started meeting a lot of real people. But during that process, something about eating chicken, it wasn't like it wasn't anything profound. It was just, I looked at it and it made me sick. My body said no.
Yeah.
So then I started being a vegetarian. But LaTanya, I was young. I was really not a vegetarian. What I was a person who didn't eat meat.
Gotcha.
So
you hardly ate any vegetables.
Girl.
Starches and fries. Yes,
lost a lot of weight. I didn't look healthy. I remember going home and my mother looking at me. She said, baby, she said, I work day and night, Tangie, to send you some food, baby. I thought I was looking cute, but she was really, really worried about me.
Yeah.
So then I stopped and started eating again. And then I tried the vegetarian lifestyle again. And I was doing better this time because I was a little old. I was actually eating vegetables, but more so the veggie nuggets and the veggie sausage, the kind that they make. So still not a lot of vegetables, but and that's when I met my children's father, and he was cool with it until he got me good, and then he said, you're gonna have to feed me some real food up in here. So that didn't work. Plus, whenever I tried to eat vegetarian, I would have to cook my vegetables, and I only had that North Carolina delicious way of cooking, and it didn't go with the LA thing. So right before the pandemic, I kept hearing this voice say, you need to eat more raw foods. You need to eat more raw foods. A friend of mine came over and he was like, I'm almost done eating, doing my raw fast. And I was like, what? You're raw? His wife was prepping him meals every day.
Oh,
and I was like, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
I bought me a book. I read the book from start to finish. I bought everything she told me to get, and I started making these raw meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And
Hmm.
it felt like I was home. It felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be. And I continued to eat only raw for about a year, even cooking for my children because my daughter's pescatarian. My son, whatever floats his boat. But I love it. I love it. I love the way it made me feel and my skin, and I lost weight,
Yeah.
and the food is so pretty. And I'm a foodie. So I get excited about food. I really do. It's like, look at this, look at this. Even shopping for it was an experience because I was in a section in the grocery store that I'd never even been in Trader Joe's. I didn't even know what some of this stuff was. Um, so that's how I got into it. And I found that it works with my North Carolina lifestyle. Like even when I went home and my aunt made me some lima beans and no, she made, what did I request? I wanted some turnips. I
Oh,
wanted
okay.
turnips. I got some turnips and some okra and black eyed peas and some fried fish. I'm sorry, fried fish. But then I can follow with raw. I can
Yeah.
follow with raw, and it flushes everything
Flush you
out.
out.
But I
Okay.
love eating raw. For breakfast, I have maybe my fruit. I might have a green apple and some blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, pumpkin seeds,
You make like
sunflower
a
seeds.
bowl, like an acai bowl and stuff like
Yes.
that.
People tell me it's like an acai bowl, but I've never had an acai bowl. But it's a
Okay.
nice little mixture. Sometimes I'll put the apple in some almond butter and chop that up and put some fruit with that. I put
Okay.
some cinnamon, whatever. I've even made cereal raw, with just the fruits and the nuts. It's so good. Who would have thought? With the
Oh,
homemade almond milk, who would have thought? And then for lunch, I might make some sweet potatoes. It'll just be raw sweet potatoes that I shred really thin. I love that. And make
really?
sauce. And then for dinner, it might be, because I'm cooking for the kids now, I might make, cook some portobello mushrooms or something. And then because then my son can get the texture that he likes. My
Okay,
daughter,
so your children eat raw too?
my son will with something. My
Mm-hmm.
daughter does. But when I was
Okay.
pregnant with him, you remember liver pudding?
Oh yeah.
When I was pregnant with him, I was craving something. I didn't remember what it was. I called my uncle. I said, Uncle June, what was it that we used to go to the butcher and get? And it was long and you could eat it right
Slice
there in
it.
the fry. He told me liver. I said, ah! But that's what I was craving with my son. With my
Okay.
daughter, I was craving fruits and vegetables and nuts. And so she eats fruits and vegetables. So what she'll do, she'll say, I'm not hungry. And then I'll bring out my food and it's so pretty and colorful. And she'll say,
You always know to make some extra for her, right?
for her, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So I love it. I absolutely love it. I can make Asian salads, or like I last night, because it's so cold in California right now, I wanted to make some chili, raw chili out of portobello mushrooms and dried sunflowers and I mean dried tomatoes, sun dried tomatoes
But it's
and
cool. Is
cumin.
it warm? Is it warm?
It's room temperature because I don't
Okay.
I don't I don't heat it up. I don't
See,
heat
that's
it
the
up.
only thing about raw to me. I guess because I'm a Capricorn. I was born in the cold weather, and I just love warm comfort food.
Whenever you
So
come back, I have to make you some of the raw chili or send you the
okay,
recipe because the cayenne pepper kind of helps on those cold
okay,
nights. Like there are raw soups that will fill you up. And
yeah.
I guess if I had to heat it up, I would probably boil some water and sit it in the boiled water. But I never
Okay.
have because when I ingest it, it's just so good. Even the soups, yeah. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. I might make some soup today.
So, but do you find that you have to really prep for meals, or you just chop and go?
You don't have to prep at all. Well, let me let me say this. It depends on with the recipes that I do.
Okay.
It's chop and go. It's quick and easy. That's what I
Okay.
like about this lady. Mimi Kirk is the author of these books, and that's what I love. She's a mom, and she made the recipes so that they would be beautiful. You make those first before you cook for the family. That way you'll be dreaming about your own. And it takes like 5-10 minutes to do. The prepping part comes with having the ingredients in the house. That
Yeah,
that's the thing.
that's the big
'Cause-
part.
yeah, because if I don't have what I need in the house, then I have a tendency to just create something. Isn't that amazing how we can just create meals? Like
With
really?
whatever you got, we make it work. Whatever we got.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mother used to do that, and now I find my kids be like, "It's nothing to eat," and I'll go up in there. Oh, I can. I love food. You feel I love food. So,
Well,
the, oh,
no,
go
you
ahead.
go ahead, because I was just thinking. Um. Oh Lord, this man is cutting the grass. Do you hear? Can you hear on my end
Nope. I just
a
see how pretty
loud
you look.
lawnmower? Okay. It's like of all days. We go. Well, anyway, he might get on my nerves though. I hope he's fast. But anyway, I did. I always wondered if eat well or a specific way, and your children don't. It's like, what do you keep in the house? It's like when you go to the grocery store, do you just buy a little bit of everything? Do you still have to buy meat for your son? Do you go to the produce place, but then you still have to buy? How much? How do you
What
organize that?
what I find happens is it's a lot more fish because my daughter is pescatarian. So it's a lot of
Oh,
salmon and portobello mushrooms because
okay.
I can make spaghetti with portobello mushrooms and my
Hmm.
son is fine. So I sneak a lot of portobello mushrooms and they don't know the difference. Or they don't say anything because they like it. My son has even said, "Are you making portobello mushrooms?" He's even asked me that. I was like, "Oh, so but I do buy things for them that I don't buy for me, but I try to make sure that those things are healthy.
Yeah.
And I try to eat a lot of alkaline food. I have a lot of alkaline foods in the house. So
Okay.
that, yeah, so that we can balance it out that way. But
Yeah.
it's really, yeah, once they're
And
both
it's so
out.
funny when you say alkaline. I mean, it makes sense. Alkaline sounds healthy. Um, but for people who have low stomach acid for whatever reason, either it's a thyroid situation or it's maybe a digestive situation.
Yeah.
For people who have low stomach acid, eating alkaline is the worst thing that we can do.
Isn't that
You know?
crazy? I mean, and
Yeah.
that's why it goes back to what you initially said. It's so important to know your body, trust your
Yeah.
body. For me, everything boils down to listening to that still small voice inside.
Hmm.
And sometimes it will make no sense to anybody, no
Yeah.
sense at all. But if that voice says, you need to eat that, you need to eat that. So I get it. I get it. I
Yeah.
have a family member that can't eat a lot of vegetables because of his heart and how the blood travels through his veins or something. I don't
Yeah.
fully understand it, but his doctor told him to stay away from them and he loves them. So it's
Wow.
really interesting to me. Um, you, I think you just got to pray over whatever it is that you're going to eat and do and listen. Because I find even when I'm out, I can look at the food and if it's like, it can look pretty, but something can say, mm-mm, and I listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you don't know what they've done in the kitchen. You don't know what kind of additives they've used.
Right.
Um, you know, I find that, let's say, even a simple thing of pasta sauce, you
Yep.
know, you look at the jar, it should just be tomatoes, salt. That's it, really. Water or whatever. But they got, so many things added to them to preserve them. And it would probably not take you that long to get you some fresh organic tomatoes and make your own sauce.
And make your own
And
sauce.
everything that's added in there, you know what it is. You
But
know?
until you do that, you don't know how easy it is to do it. Like I make my own salad dressing. Never would I have thought I'd make my own. I mean, LaTanya, it's been years. I'll be on set and I would grab a little fruit mixture and I would say, how come I never have this at home? Years.
Yeah.
Years. The only fruit that I would eat was, if I got it off a tree or if I got the little platter.
Yeah.
Unless I was out at your house. I'm like, oh, strawberries. But it really is to make them easy to make it on your own. But you made me think about something. People who have low acid in their body, that's kind of a blessing. Because
No, this is I'm not talking about in your body. I'm talking about in your stomach. Just in your stomach.
Oh, just in your stomach.
Yeah, because you need the acid. You have everybody. You have to have acid to digest your food.
Break it down. Yeah.
Right. So I'm not talking about having an acidic body. No, I'm not talking about
just
acid in your joints and all like that. I'm talking about being able to digest even raw food. You have to have a certain level of acid in your
digest
stomach.
All of that.
Right, and when you drink like alkaline water, it neutralizes that acid and you don't break your food down.
And it makes it even worse.
Makes it hard to digest.
My he doesn't call himself a doctor, but my iridologist and live cell investigator, we'll call him today, Gary.
Yeah.
He says after 30, everybody needs to be taking enzymes. Everybody. Period.
Yeah.
Everybody, to help our bodies digest that food.
That's true, because that acid, even in healthy people, the acid, everything diminishes with age. All of our sex hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, they all diminish a little bit with age. And seriously, not so much, the effect on your libido. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about just the way you make your organs function, to give you stamina, strength, energy. You say, I can't run like I used to. I can't exercise like I used to.
Getting hurt.
Yeah.
Takes a little longer to heal. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think eating raw for people who have thyroid disorders, as much as I would love to do more raw eating, it would be bad for me. It would be bad. Because I have to, it would take too much for me to digest that
your
food.
Body to break all that down.
Right.
And that's probably why I have read where it's so many different rules of thoughts out there right now.
Yeah.
And I'm O positive. I'm O positive. My blood type is O positive.
Okay.
So based on my blood type, I'm supposed to be eating meat, elk. I'm the original blood, the original meat eaters.
Yeah.
And wow.
But you find that you thrive on the raw diet, right? You feel good.
I feel good, delicious. Yes, I do. And I feel like where I am now is perfect. So like sometimes I'll make salmon for my kids and then I'll season some raw cabbage.
Excuse me.
Season raw cabbage? What? Who would have thought? I could cook a little bit of it. I would season it, take some of it out for me, the raw cabbage, cook
Yeah,
the rest for my son, the salmon. Yummy.
that sounds good.
The way that I eat now, yes, it's perfect for my body. Yes.
And that's
Yes.
what you have to listen to because, see, here's the thing. Even the people that came up with this eating for your blood type, God, you gotta excuse me, girl. This pollen in Georgia, oh, it's relentless. Oh,
Oh, and you
jeez.
can't see it. It just sneaks up on you.
Until you go outside and your car is yellow.
Yes. When I was in Atlanta recently, my eyes got so puffy.
Girl, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm gonna need like some toothpick therapy in a minute. You know, it's like trying to keep my trying to keep my eyes up.
Now, aren't there foods that you can eat that can help you with allergies?
Girl, let me tell you something. I haven't sneezed this morning until just now. I
Okay.
had so much turmeric last night
Oh,
and this morning. Turmeric really helps me. So I made
okay.
me a turmeric tea last night, and I call it a turmeric milk that I drink, which is turmeric, my almond milk, a little bit of ginger, and a little bit of honey, and
Mm.
hot. The almond milk is warmed, so everything can melt, and then I can sip it, and it gets into my system. A little bit of black pepper too, so my body can absorb the turmeric. Girl,
Yes.
that has what's been helping me because all of my friends, girl, you need to go get you some Allegra. You need to get some Claritin, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
just can't do those. I mean,
Mm-mm.
I just can't. I found I was so bad one day, just sneezing and eyes running and throat itching. I said, "Oh my God, okay, I need something. I gotta get something." So I didn't. I said, "Okay, I ain't going out like that. Let me try this one more thing. That would be definitely a last ditch effort for me." So I have some black seed oil.
Oh,
So I drank it. I usually put it in a little bit of juice, right?
okay. Okay.
Because you know, black seed oil tastes like motor oil. It's just nasty. It's just,
Yeah. Yeah.
ugh. But I don't find it to be effective in a capsule. So I'll have to either mix it with some juice. But this time, I took it straight.
You said I want to feel better.
Girl, I had a shot. I had a shot of black seed oil. Whatever.
Ah,
And I'll tell you something. That stuff works like a miracle. Black seed
ah,
oil is the truth. And
yeah.
so I slept very well that night. Um, but then I was too lazy next night to go back down and get it. And I had some turmeric tea and I just drank that right before bed. And I slept all through the night without
Mm.
without waking up with sinus pressure.
Oh, good.
It was turmeric. So I have a wonderful, if you've seen some of my videos about my juicer, I have the Nama
Yeah.
2 juicer.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I juice me some ginger. I just throw
Okay.
it in there. I love it because all I have to do, I wash it. I
You
soak.
take the skin off.
Girl, my juicer is the bomb,
My
girl.
juicer, I just never thought about keeping the skin. My juicer can do the little ginger. I have the I can't remember what it's called. Go ahead, keep
Some
going.
some juicers you have to peel that stuff. Like I have to peel an orange. Like I'd have to peel an orange or a lemon. That skin is a bit hard. But
Right.
for soft skin, like a sweet potato, ginger,
I've
apples,
never juiced a sweet potato.
girl, talk about
You could
balancing your hormones.
juicing a sweet potato.
Juice a
Okay, you know
sweet
what?
potato,
Let me write this
beets.
down.
You could juice a sweet potato, beets, ginger, and apples. That is a delicious, yummy juice that helps balance your hormones.
Now I do beets. I usually do like beets and ginger and green apple. Wait a minute though.
Uh
Sweet
huh.
potato, beet, ginger, those three,
Apples.
and apples.
I do red apples. And like one lemon. Peel
And
one
one
lemon and
lemon.
put it in there too.
I'm gonna do that. You got me
It's
excited.
yummy. It
You
tastes
got me.
good. It tastes good and it's so refreshing. Oh my gosh. I'll
And
put
you
it in
keep
the
you
fridge.
keep this.
For a little bit. Uh-oh, you muted yourself.
There we go.
Okay.
You keep the skin on the sweet potato.
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
tell
it.
you now. It just depends on your juicer.
No.
Now, my juicer, I don't have to peel mine.
I'm gonna do it. I wish I had already done it so I could show it to your people. I wish I had. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and
Next
I'm gonna
time,
let you know.
we're gonna do this again. We have to do it
Yes.
next time.
And I
Continued on podcast 3.